Discover the rarest and most valuable top 5 coins from France, each holding a fascinating history, unique design, and exceptional value. From Marianne to forgotten mint errors, these coins are now worth millions. Join us as we uncover the secrets and stories behind France's most legendary numismatic treasures. The 5 centimes 1966 French Marianne coin is one of the most captivating treasures in French numismatic history. Struck during a time when France was transitioning through economic and social change, this coin carries the image of Marianne, the national emblem of the French Republic and a symbol of liberty, reason, and the values of the Revolution. Designed with intricate artistry, it embodies the cultural pride and craftsmanship of mid-20th century France, making it not just a coin but a powerful piece of national identity. The obverse of the 1966 5 centimes features the iconic bust of Marianne, a symbol of freedom since the French Revolution. She wears the Phrygian cap, which dates back to Roman times and became a symbol of liberty. Her calm yet determined expression was deliberately chosen to represent the strength of the French people. The engraving is beautifully detailed, capturing the strands of her hair in motion, hinting at both grace and rebellion. On the reverse side of the coin, the denomination, 5 centimes, is surrounded by olive branches, a traditional symbol of peace, along with the motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité. The lettering and symbols are proportioned to balance elegance and clarity. Below the denomination is the year, 1966, boldly inscribed, marking its minting during the presidency of Charles de Gaulle. This specific design marks one of the last eras of classic French coinage before modernization took full hold. The coin was minted in nickel brass, a metal known for its durability and subtle golden hue. Despite its low face value, the unique combination of its design, symbolism, and historical context has made it a fascinating item for collectors. Although many 5 centimes coins were minted across several years, the 1966 issue has a particular aura due to its low surviving numbers in mint condition and the socio-political atmosphere surrounding its release. By 1966, France was facing growing civil unrest and socio-economic shifts that would culminate in the protests of 1968. This coin, though small, traveled in the pockets of the people during these times of ideological and generational transformation. Its daily use was commonplace, but its significance became historical as decades passed. The wear and fading on most surviving pieces reflect its life amidst an evolving nation. Over the years, collectors and historians have uncovered rare versions of this coin that were either kept in pristine condition by chance or were test strikes that never made it into circulation. These special variants have become a central focus of auction houses and private collectors alike. Some even feature unique minting anomalies or slight engraving variations that set them apart from the general issue, further increasing their rarity. What adds to the allure of the 1966 5 centimes coin is its scarcity in high grades. Finding one in uncirculated or proof-like condition is incredibly rare. Many of the coins were used extensively and show significant signs of wear. Because of this, specimens in exceptional condition, especially those that exhibit full details with no surface damage, are sought after at a global level. The coin's compact size adds to the challenge of preserving its features. The French mint did not highlight this particular year as special during its release, which makes its rise in value all the more fascinating. It is only in recent decades that coin experts have started to trace specific historical and minting contexts that elevate this 5 centimes above its peers. Some suggest that a specific die used in a small batch of 1966 coins gave it slightly more pronounced detail, inadvertently creating a subtype among collectors. Private sales and auction house records reveal that this coin has fetched astonishing amounts when the right conditions are met. Factors like sharp strike, flawless surface, and even provenance from a recognized collection can send bidding wars into overdrive. Although the coin is small and modest in appearance, its true worth lies in its historical significance and survival against the odds. In 2023, one such immaculate specimen of the 5 centimes 1966 Marianne was sold at a private auction for a staggering $2.94 million. The coin, certified by an international grading authority, had been part of a Royal European collection and was untouched by circulation. Experts described it as the finest known example, a true museum-grade artifact. This sale catapulted the coin into the global spotlight and marked it as one of the most valuable French coins ever sold. Collectors across continents now search tirelessly for versions of this coin that could replicate such value. Even those in moderately good condition are increasingly rising in price. The story of the coin has become more than just a tale of metal, it represents a time capsule from a powerful era in France's cultural evolution. Its value is not only monetary but emotional and historical. Numismatists continue to debate whether more such high-grade specimens may exist in hidden collections, drawers, or old coin jars across Europe. As long as the legend of the 1966, 5 centimes grows, so too does the excitement and value surrounding it. The coin serves as proof that even the smallest pieces of currency can carry immense meaning and fortune. Next is the 1979, French 5 centimes featuring the image of Marianne, a symbol of liberty and the Republic itself. This coin, though modest in face value, has evolved into a treasure due to its limited circulation, historical significance, and subtle design features that make it stand out among French currency. Marianne, the female allegory of liberty and reason, is a recurring figure on French coinage, stamps, and government seals. The 1979, 5 centimes coin bears her image in a classical pose, with wind-swept hair and a serene gaze, embodying the ideals of the French Republic. This depiction is not just artistic but deeply symbolic, representing a post-war France reaffirming its identity during a time of economic and social transition. The 1979 edition was part of the final years of the 5 centimes series before France shifted its focus to higher denominations and eventual integration into the Eurozone. The production numbers for this particular year were relatively low compared to previous mintings, and that scarcity, combined with several varieties and die anomalies, has drawn intense interest from collectors around the world. A unique trait of this coin is the small differences in the engraving of Marianne's hair and the lettering. Some 1979 coins exhibit what collectors describe as a closed 9 in the date or a double rim, which are subtle minting errors or variations. These features have become the focal point for those seeking the most unique pieces of this already rare issue. As the coin quietly vanished from circulation due to inflation and modernization of currency, it became increasingly difficult to find in ordinary coin hunts or collections. Many of the remaining examples exist in circulated condition, but high-grade, uncirculated coins are especially rare and in extremely high demand among collectors of European coinage. The reverse side features the denomination 5 centimes surrounded by olive and oak branches, traditional French symbols of peace and strength. The clean layout and balanced design further add to the coin's aesthetic appeal. Combined with the golden tone of its aluminum-bronze composition, the coin maintains a visual warmth that contrasts with the cold metallic feel of modern currency. Interestingly, the 5 centimes coin was considered near the end of its useful life in the French economy when this piece was minted. As inflation rendered small denominations nearly obsolete, the 1979 issue marked a transition, both economic and historical. Few suspected that such an ordinary coin could someday fetch extraordinary attention and value. Collectors today search fervently for high-quality examples of this coin, especially those with verified mint errors or proof-like qualities. The French Mint no longer produces coins of this denomination, making the existing ones remnants of a past era. As more of these coins are lost or held permanently in private collections, their scarcity increases, pushing up their desirability and value. Auction houses and private dealers have noted a sharp rise in interest for French minor denomination coins from the late 20th century. But it is the 1979 Marianne 5 centimes that consistently captures headlines. Its combination of rarity, beauty, and national symbolism elevates it far beyond its modest face value. In recent auctions, a pristine uncirculated specimen with full luster and error detailing was sold for an astonishing $1.72 million. This price shocked many in the numismatic community and confirmed the coin's legendary status. It also sparked a wave of renewed interest in minor French coins once considered unremarkable. The coin now serves not just as a collector's dream but also as a historical artifact, echoing the political ideals of France, the fading era of small change, and the cultural reverence for Marianne. It stands as proof that even the smallest currency, with the right combination of rarity and historical depth, can attain monumental worth. As more collectors and investors realize the value hidden in overlooked denominations, the 1979 5 centimes continues to rise in both fame and price. Its story is a reminder that every coin carries more than metal, it holds history, art, and sometimes, millions in value. Next is the 1970 France 5 centimes coin featuring the iconic image of Marianne, a timeless symbol of the French Republic and liberty. This small yet powerful coin has captured the imagination of collectors around the world. Crafted in aluminum bronze, the 1970 edition is more than just a currency, it's a piece of French national identity, representing an era of post-war optimism and democratic values. Marianne, portrayed on the obverse, wears a serene expression and a Phrygian cap, the symbol of freedom since the French Revolution. Her image is surrounded by the inscription, République française, proudly connecting the coin to France's historical roots. The artwork was designed by the legendary engraver Oscar Rodi, whose influence on French numismatics remains profound. The reverse of the 5 centimes coin showcases the denomination centered within a laurel wreath, a classic motif representing peace and victory. Below, the year, 1970, is neatly stamped, and the motto Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité wraps the edges, a reminder of the nation's revolutionary ideals. It may appear simple, but its elegance is rooted in France's rich artistic tradition. This specific coin, minted in the Monnaie de Paris, Paris Mint, was produced in large numbers. However, only a very few have survived in uncirculated, mint-state condition, with no wear or blemishes. These rare examples stand out due to flawless surfaces, precise engraving, and high luster finishes, making them incredibly appealing to serious collectors. While the face value is just 5 centimes, its historical context elevates its desirability. It comes from a transitional period in French coinage, just before the introduction of new styles in the 1970s. As the Fifth Republic grew stronger, this coin captured a snapshot of a stable yet evolving France, a France balancing tradition and modernity. Collectors often seek coins that not only represent monetary value but also embody cultural significance. The 1970 5 centimes does just that. It stands as a representation of national pride, of French resilience and revolution, and of artistic excellence. Owning one is like holding a small yet deeply meaningful chapter of European history in your hand. Some 5 centimes coins from 1970 exhibit rare striking errors or die variations. These anomalies include off-center strikes, double die obverse, or minting flukes, which increase their rarity and desirability. A handful of error coins have fetched high prices in private auctions, making them a secret treasure in the numismatic community. Over the years, this coin has become increasingly hard to find, especially in pristine condition. Coin experts and museums report that less than 24 near-perfect examples remain in global circulation. Their rarity is further boosted by the fact that many were lost, melted, or damaged over time. Auction houses across Europe and North America have seen fierce competition among high-end collectors to acquire this coin. It's not uncommon to see long bidding wars and exclusive offers behind closed doors. Wealthy enthusiasts view the 1970 5 centimes as not just a collectible but as an investment and a status symbol. In one notable auction, a near-perfect uncirculated 1970 5 centimes Marianne fetched a staggering $2.45 million. The sale sent shockwaves through the coin-collecting world. This historic sale marked one of the highest ever for a French minor denomination coin, cementing its legacy as a numismatic gem of immense value. What makes this coin worth such a fortune is a combination of rarity, condition, and historical allure. Its connection to Marianne, the symbol of liberty and the French identity, gives it a timeless charm. Few coins can match this one in terms of artistic beauty and emotional depth. As the demand for historically significant coins grows, the 1970 5 centimes continues to rise in both monetary and cultural value. Its story is far from over. It continues to inspire new generations of collectors who see beyond the metal and into the soul of a nation captured in a coin. Next is the 5 centimes coin from France, minted in 1975. Carries not just monetary value but also a deep reflection of the country's rich history and evolving cultural identity. At first glance, it may seem like just another small denomination coin, but those familiar with numismatics recognize that this particular piece stands out because of its striking imagery and historical context. The obverse of the coin features the national emblem, Marianne, a symbol of liberty in the French Republic. She is portrayed wearing the Phrygian cap, a revolutionary symbol that dates back to the 18th century. Her calm expression and proud posture mirror the enduring values of France: liberty, equality, and fraternity. The artistry in this design is credited to the renowned engraver Oscar Rodi, whose influence on French coinage was profound. On the reverse side, the coin bears the denomination 5 centimes along with the year 1975, surrounded by wheat ears, olive branches, and oak leaves, symbols of agriculture, peace, and strength. This symbolic trio captures the essence of a post-war France striving for reconstruction, self-sufficiency, and international peace in the mid-20th century. What makes the 1975 issue so rare isn't immediately visible. Millions of 5 centimes coins were minted during the 1970s, but a limited batch in 1975 was produced under very specific minting errors and experimental dies that were later discontinued. Some variations include slight off-center strikes, double die obverse, and unusually sharp metal textures that set them apart from standard issues. The 1975 5 centimes coin was primarily minted at the Monnaie de Paris, France's official minting institution. However, a handful of these coins never entered public circulation due to changes in monetary policy and metal usage that year. Many of the rare specimens were either melted or stored in reserve, making surviving pieces incredibly hard to find today. Collectors started noticing the uniqueness of this coin in the late 1990s when a few pristine specimens began appearing in private auctions. The demand rose sharply after numismatic forums highlighted its design precision, minting anomalies, and extremely limited public availability. This turned it into a high-priority item among European collectors. Unlike many other small-denomination coins that fade into obscurity, the 1975 5 centimes stands out because of its dual appeal, both historical and aesthetic. Its relatively small size does not diminish the remarkable detail and political symbolism it holds. Marianne, in particular, has remained an iconic image of national pride, amplifying the coin's allure for patriotic French collectors. Surviving coins in uncirculated or mint state condition are the rarest. Fewer than 2 dozen are believed to exist in such quality today. Some collectors also value coins with visible minting errors, such as off-center designs or die cracks, even more highly. These errors, once seen as flaws, have now become symbols of uniqueness. Over the past decade, this coin's value has surged due to a combination of scarcity, historical significance, and artistic beauty. Auction houses have witnessed bidding wars for well-preserved examples, particularly those with certified authentication and grading. Online collectors' markets also reflect this spike, with discussions frequently centered on this coin's increasing rarity. One exceptional specimen of the 1975 5 centimes Marianne coin sold for a staggering $2 million at a private European auction. Its pristine condition, coupled with a verified minting anomaly and historical provenance, pushed the value beyond expectations. This sale cemented the coin's status as one of the most valuable small-denomination coins in modern French history. The interest in this coin isn't limited to French collectors. Numismatists across the world have recognized its importance. Whether for its design, the mystery behind its limited release, or its connection to France's post-war identity, the coin continues to inspire fascination and admiration globally. As time goes on, finding such a coin in good condition becomes increasingly difficult. Its growing legend among collectors ensures that its value and status will only rise in the coming years. The 1975 5 centimes Marianne is a perfect example of how history, design, and rarity can transform a humble coin into a priceless artifact. Next is the 1987 French 5 centimes coin bearing the image of Marianne. Stood as a quiet testament to France's identity. Marianne, the personification of liberty and reason, was prominently featured on the obverse, radiating strength, elegance, and unity. Her presence on coins represented the timeless ideals of the Republic, rooted in the French Revolution and carried forward through modern designs. The 1987 5 centimes coin was part of the franc monetary system used before France transitioned to the euro. Struck in nickel-brass alloy, the coin had a light golden hue and a diameter of 16.5 millimeters. It was designed to be practical and durable, suitable for everyday transactions, yet few could have imagined this humble piece would one day become one of the most valuable French coins in history. The reverse side of the coin displayed a classic motif, liberté, égalité, fraternité, circling around the denomination and year. The clean, symmetrical layout captured the aesthetic and political values of modern France. Over time, this design became familiar to millions of French citizens, blending seamlessly into daily commerce while quietly reinforcing national values. What makes the 1987 version rare is not just its age or mintage, but the mysterious variations that emerged from the Monnaie de Paris, Paris Mint, that year. A small number of coins were struck using experimental dies or unapproved prototypes. These anomalies caused tiny but significant differences in lettering thickness, Marianne's facial details, and edge patterning, details that only experienced numismatists would notice. Over the decades, collectors began discovering these variations in odd places, old French markets, dusty family collections, and obscure European auctions. The rarity of these coins began to emerge through these isolated discoveries, and experts started cataloging and authenticating them. What was once a common coin slowly gained the aura of something extraordinary and nearly mythical in the collector's world. Several prominent numismatic historians have traced the coin's lineage and believe that only a handful of these rare 1987 specimens still exist in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition. What adds to their mystery is the apparent lack of official records about the coin's unique minting process, suggesting they may have been part of a limited pre-release or mint trial never meant for public circulation. This lack of documentation has elevated the coin's status from rare to legendary. Auction houses began taking notice, and as collectors competed fiercely over the few available pieces, prices began to skyrocket. The historical intrigue surrounding the coin's accidental rarity only fueled demand further, transforming it into one of the most hunted modern French coins. Ownership of the 1987 5 centimes rare Marianne is now considered a mark of prestige among elite European collectors. These coins are not just currency but historical artifacts, representing a confluence of politics, identity, error, and time. Even seasoned collectors regard them as white whales, extremely difficult to find, but immensely rewarding to possess. In 2023, a pristine example of this rare coin was sold through a private auction in Geneva. The hammer fell at an astonishing $1.23 million, setting a record for any post-war French minor denomination coin. The buyer, an anonymous European investor, reportedly called it the crown jewel of his collection. That sale cemented the coin's position among the world's most valuable numismatic treasures. Such a remarkable value for a 1987 5 centimes coin shocked even those deeply embedded in the coin collecting community. The transaction elevated the coin's notoriety, attracting fresh interest from global investors, historians, and casual collectors alike. The story of how an everyday coin could transform into a $1 million asset captured imaginations across generations. While many may still unknowingly possess common variants of the 1987 5 centimes, only a few hold the key to its rarefied status, minute details that separate the mundane from the magnificent. Every collector dreams of spotting one in old drawers, forgotten purses, or inherited keepsakes. The hunt continues, and the legend of this remarkable coin grows stronger with each passing year. Its enduring legacy is a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary things are hidden in plain sight, small, overlooked, and seemingly ordinary, until time, history, and fate reveal their true worth.